So in the last few days, tens of thousands of tech workers have been laid off right here in the Bay Area. Tech giants such as Meta, Twitter, and Salesforce are all doing heavy layoffs across the board. Since the beginning of 2022, over 100,000 tech workers have been laid off, and the Bay Area housing market is definitely feeling the lack of confidence that tech workers are having. I personally have clients that are just not in the same mindset when it comes to buying houses as they were just 6 months ago. Over the last 10 years, tech jobs have been some of the most secure in our whole US economy. So let's move on to Meta, who just cut about 13% of their workforce. This is a huge chunk. You can actually watch the video of Mark Zuckerberg going on video and talking to all of his employees and telling them that he takes full accountability for this as the CEO and founder. Now, even though Twitter right now is in the lead for the most layoffs, this number just last week nearly triples what Twitter just laid off the week prior. Now, this really goes to show that hindsight is not always 20/20, even when it comes to the best CEOs and founders like Mark Zuckerberg. Meta spent lavishly over the past few years buying companies like Instagram and WhatsApp, and of course giving their employees somewhat lofty perks. So I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments below how much you think this is going to affect the Bay Area housing market with all of these cuts in tech. On to some better news. Mortgage rates fell 3 basis points just today as I record this video, which now puts us just above 7%, and the 30-year fixed mortgage fell 13 basis points as opposed to just 1 week ago. So we are headed in the right direction. All of us saw this coming. It was just a matter of time of when it was coming. Now, to touch on this topic just a little bit more, we are starting to see a lot of these interesting loan programs such as 3-2-1 buy downs or 2-1 buy downs to help people with this heavy interest rate that we've been seeing. But these positive moves in the right direction are really going to help out buyers and get people from on the fence to off the fence when it comes to purchasing homes right now.
Hell yeah!
There are some heavy deals that I myself have been negotiating on behalf of buyers this week. One, I got over a $40,000 concession, and the other one is a $28,000 concession.
That's how winning is done!
So not only are we getting full closing costs paid for, but we're also able to buy down their rate with any extra money that there may be with those concessions. If you guys have any questions on this, please let me know in the comments below. Now that we got those 2 major updates out of the way, let's get on to some topics of what is coming here to the Bay Area right now. The city of Martinez just approved plans for a 6-structure apartment complex called the Amari Apartment Homes. And this location is actually where an old Ford dealership once stood. This development will span 6 acres and create 183 new homes between Arnold Drive and Highway 4. So only 5% of these 183 units will be for low-income families, and I want to see more. I want to see at least 10 to 15% when these developers are building out these projects to go to low-income families, because I just think 9 out of 183 is a little bit too low. But of course, these are laws that have been put into place, and these developers are just following these laws. So let's get down to the specs of these 183 units. 104 of these will be 1-bedrooms and 79 will be 2-bedrooms. And they'll have plenty of parking spaces for 275 cars. And 87 of those parking spaces will be in garages. The best part is this development is going to boast some amenities. This is a very common theme that we're starting to see with newer apartment complexes or even townhomes that are being sold out, because they want to make these areas as family-centric as possible. Since they don't have yards, they don't have any luxuries like that, they want to bring people together, have barbecue pits, on-site gym, things like that that's going to make life a little bit easier and more walkable. I look forward to seeing more growth in Martinez. It's a very underestimated city. Now let's get on to some other major news that involves Brentwood, California. Now, if you're familiar with Brentwood, it is known as a bedroom community. What that means is it's a popular destination resident-wise because you can get a little bit more home for what you're looking for, but it's a little bit further out in terms of Contra Costa County. The problem with Brentwood is it's always had fewer jobs than it has homes, but that's likely to change now that they're looking to rezone 400 acres of undeveloped land, which would put up 3.5 million square feet of commercial space and 2,000 to 3,000 homes. This development alone could house 4,600 people and create thousands of jobs. Brentwood has spent $25 million of infrastructure improvement over the past 4 years alone, and they are willing to divert property tax to even future improvements. So if you're familiar with Brentwood at all, it is a very nice city. It tends to get a little hot out there as you're deeper in Contra Costa County, and it's always been kind of recognized as a farm area. But gradually over time, we're seeing more and more homes cover that farm area. Brentwood has a lot of options for retail, food, and it has great schools that a lot of people are looking to take advantage of. Last up on our list of coming soon to the Bay Area is going to be 175 new single-family homes will be coming to the Vallejo waterfront. Now, the 175 single-family homes are what is going to get people the most excited, but there's a lot more plans than just those homes. It will eventually feature 1,200 total units that all differ in variety and sizes. There's also going to be 7 commercial retail spaces that will be available for lease for retail stores and restaurants. If you're familiar with Vallejo, you may know that it does not have the best rap. Just 2 years ago, Vallejo was actually the hottest housing market in all of California, but it's really due to its affordability. The city of Vallejo has been bankrupt for years. The school system is lacking, as well as the police system. All right, so that was your coming soon to the Bay Area market update. Some good, some bad. Now, with all of this new development taking place, keep in mind, if you're ever looking to come here to the Bay Area or even leave the Bay Area, my team and I would love to help. You have all of my contact info down below in the description, and we'll see you on the next video.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.